We are in the process of planning a major event in Jamaica. Major event. And it's going to be non-political, and it's going to be a family event. And we're going to have entertainment. We're going to have a discussion. The discussion will be through the lens of civics. We are going to teach our people how to take certain actions under the Constitution and under the laws of Jamaica. We don't agree with the Constitution and laws, we'll take them for change, but we are going to teach people what does it mean to be a Jamaican? How can I make a contribution to the development of my country? And this event is going to be the first of its kind. As my nephew said, it's a reconnection to our roots. We are going to mix up and blend up everybody, the people here, the people over there, so the people there, so people at Jamaica, everywhere, and we're going to come together. We'll come together. Jamaica's not telling us that he's working right now, getting some things together. He was at a location today and he's getting some things together. And next week, Saturday, we will be able to give you more information. This event is planned sometime in May. We will have the firm date next week. We'll have a firm date and we will be able to tell you how you can contribute to this effort, how you can play a role in this effort. And when I say contribute, it's not only financial. Yes, the money is important because without the money, you can't get certain things done. But we're going to need your help to make this event and historic as we see it right now. Never been done in the history of Jamaica, but it will be done this year, God willing. I don't think I need to say anything more because nephew out there, I run up and down and I do some things, and we have some other people on the ground doing some other things. And we were supposed to start asking for contributions this week, but I think I'm going to put it off until next week when we have full details and we can lay it out to you. Then you will understand what we're trying to do. But believe me, it is going to be it'll be half. I don't say half the chain. I saw them say giving it half the chain or half the hook or whatever them say it'll be. Half the chain. Yeah, the chain, because this is a family event. We are talking about children, youngsters, teenagers, young adults, the elderly, everybody we are asked to come out. And we don't care what political stripe you wear. The issues that we will be raising, these issues will affect they're affecting everybody right now.
They're Jamaica issues.
It's a Jamaica issue. It's not a political issue. It's a Jamaica issue. And we're also started outreach already to civil society, people of goodwill, and we're saying if the political parties want to join us, they can come, but it's not a political event. So there are certain things, there are certain rules that we will have. Yeah, Hurricane Hattie off the charts. Yeah, it will be off the charts. Yeah, thanks. What, half the hook and off the chain? Sure, whatever. It got big. It got turn up. Put it away there. Right? Over. No, it'll turn up. Yeah. I have another announcement. We are planning a symposium consisting of what they call it, citizen journalist. So it means if you're a blogger, vlogger, whatever, and we will also have people from mainstream media as well. We're going to get everyone together, or whosoever will might come. We're going to try and get everyone, and it's going to be about the issues. But we're going to spend this much time on the issues because we discuss the issues every day. We know what the issues are. So we're going to spend this much time on the issues just to crystallize them for you. So you see them right there, so you know what we're talking about. But we're going to spend this much time on them, Cam.
Yeah.
On solutions. Yeah, on solutions. And the solutions, we're not talking about pie in the sky. We're talking about solutions like the one the aojldf is planning for Jamaica. Things that we can do. We're going to be realistic about the things that we can do. We welcome, we invite all. We will consider all of the possible solutions, but the ones that are viable, the ones that we can accomplish, those are the ones we're going to focus on. So all of the people who say, well, not talk on, not do nothing, I'm asking you to join us. Give us your idea. Because only when we unite as a people, we can move forward. If everybody is looking out for him or herself, as a group, as a race, no progress. There is strength in unity. There is strength in unity. So stay tuned for that. And there's another one. We have that event in Jamaica, and we have the symposium that we're planning. There's another one. We'll get to it. But back to this Cuban thing here, because we have a half hour before we're joined by Miss Calder, and she's going to walk us through ATIs and show you how you can obtain information from the government of Jamaica. But in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, a story that happened over the last 2 or 3 days of interest to us is that former police commissioner Antony Anderson was selected to be the next Jamaican ambassador to the United States, and Ambassador Audrey Marks was sworn in to the Jamaican Senate. No, that's a whole big topic, because what we have here, and I've spoken to friends of mine who served and are serving in the Jamaican Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, and they've told me that this is the worst appointment ever in that ministry. Worst. This man has a history of failure. We talk about the people. Oh, wait on him. Let me get to it. Kevin, put up the thing there for me where Joan put up the schedule.
Oh,
I don't see it. Yeah. This gentleman that they put up here, that they're putting up to come to the United States. I remember I had spoken about it a while back, saying he was coming, and he didn't come when we thought he was coming. Well, now he's coming for sure. This man is a huge failure. Huge failure. This man knows nothing about diplomacy. Put it this way. Ambassador Audrey Marks knows very little about diplomacy. And this man knows even less.
And him no less.
Yeah. This man knows even less. This is going to be a doozy when he gets here. He might be here already. But let me tell you about this gentleman. Oh, you put up Jones thing? You know,
yeah, man.
Weird.
This is
right,
where
cover. I couldn't see it. All right, hold on there. All right, let me skip to. All right, this is one of the things that we do around here. Never worry about who will be offended if you speak the truth. Worry about who will be misled, deceived, and destroyed if you don't. And you, my people, are my responsibility. I cannot sit here and let you be misled, deceived, and destroyed. You're not going down that path as long as Rattigan is here. That's my solemn pledge to you. So those of you who are offended because I'm speaking the truth, I could care less. I care about my people in terms of making sure that they're not misguided, misled, deceived, bamboozled by some politician or some civil servant. That's my job. Here's the Peter principle. They said, it's a principle that people are promoted until they reach the level at which they are incompetent. Incompetent. This is what's going on with Mr. Antony Anderson. Here it is. People are promoted based on tenure or their success in a previous role, irrespective of their capacity to excel in the new position. What do I mean by that? Only remember Chief of Defense Antony Anderson. He was chief of defense in the JDF from 2010 to 2016. By all accounts, the man is a good soldier. Some people might disagree, but by all accounts, by most accounts, he's a good soldier. Was a good soldier. Then in 2016, he was promoted. He became the first, and as far as we know, the only national security advisor to the Prime Minister and the Parliament. First and only. What did he do there? He failed. He was supposed to set up the architecture, the security architecture, the national security architecture to deal with crime, protect borders, all of that. Our borders are like a sieve. Everything passed through. We were supposed to be doing monitoring at the ports. Illegal and legal. None of that happened. People flying on aircraft like it a go to style, crash land and
disappear.
More than once. We have the video them, you know. But in the interest of time, we come back to it another time. This man is a failure. So then in 2018, what happened? The Prime Minister said, you know what, I'm going to make you the police commissioner. So the Police Services Commission said, all right, fine, we'll give him the work. So 2018 to 2024, he was police commissioner. And if you recall, if there's one defining moment, Kevin, about this man and the Peter Principle, was when he was at a function, a joint, it's a government and private sector initiative to fight crime. And Miss Kitty asked him a question. And the question was, and I'm paraphrasing, Mr. Police Commissioner, what can the people in Jamaica and diaspora do to help you to deal with the crime issue in Jamaica? And he started out saying, well, I'm not wearing my police commissioner hat right now. That says it all, people. That says it all. That says it all. Peter Principle, he succeeded in the military, and then they move him to National Security Advisor. He failed, and then they move him to Police Commissioner. He failed, and then when they move him to lead something called the Disaster Management Review Committee. Disaster Management Review Committee. He's the head of it from 2024 to this year. And what was that supposed to do?
What him do?
Yeah, they said that was supposed to bolster Jamaica's preparedness for natural and man-made disasters. As if we don't have agencies there to do that. He's there to bolster Jamaica's preparedness for man-made and natural disasters. We already have that in place. And that was what they put in
those agencies. He was getting those agencies to work together.
It's crazy. It's crazy. This man needs to go and work for a living. He has been on the public dole from him in the Mosina Cadet or whatever. Him not have a regular job. Look at it. Him being in the military almost all I'm not in my adult life. Then him going a national security advisor. Then him a police commissioner. Then him a lead the disaster management review committee. And now he's ambassador with no experience. None. You know, sometimes you must cherish what you have, you know. And I'll tell you why. We used to cuss out Minister Morgan. We used to cuss him out. Me hear him not like me, no, but Minister Morgan, me not have nothing against you. But we used to disparage him. And rightly so. Because he was failing. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. But certain things he was a professional about. He was a professional about explaining what he didn't do that he should have done. He was a professional with that. And then who did we get? Dana Morris Dixon. If we thought we couldn't do worse than Minister Morgan, we did. And now we have Ambassador Marks that we've been complaining about. We've been complaining about her. And now she's replaced by somebody who is a neophyte in the diplomatic world. He doesn't have the requirements to do the job in Washington, D.C. And I sit here and I predict to you that he's going to fail. He's going to fail. Remember, he came here and, with the prime minister, and them talk about how them bring names of dons in America who sending weapons to Jamaica, and them going to this and them going to that. And what has happened since? What? Nothing. Nothing has happened. So, I'm telling you people, this government has made it its business to try and fit square pegs in round holes. And it's just not working. And them continue to do it. Them just continue to do it.
Well, Ratty, if there's anything that this government has demonstrated, it's consistency.
Exactly. Right. I agree with you.
So let it not be said that they were inconsistent.
Yeah, they're consistently putting wrong people in positions. They're consistently. Look at Juliet, the junior minister Juliet Cuthbert Flynn.
Successful on the track field.
Oh, no doubt. She get what? Silver medal, gold medal, or whatever. She get a medal. But what she do now, she not get no medal for. She not forget no medal for this. In fact, them shall take away our medal. Them shall say, you know what? You're so terrible at your job that we'll take back the medal we win at the Olympics. We'll take it back. In fact, they should not put her in that position. Then put her inside the field. That's wicked of the prime minister. How can you put a woman like, how can you put somebody like this with no experience? You put her there with Dr. Chang who have no experience and you tell them, run one of the most significant ministries in Jamaica. And as for the Ambassador Audrey Marks, remember, she started telling people, oh, it's the people only in Miami because the U.S. government to have the threat at the travel advice. Travel advisor. Stupid can you get? How stupid can you get? You don't make them kind of statements because first of all, it's not true. And second of all, you don't even make that public. You want that or something where you do, you know, when you have your friends and move off your little cocktail or whatever, and you just say, oh, yeah, them boy there, whatever, you know. But you don't come out and say that in the public square.
But that's the ideal place to say it when you are in a country that has the record of following hype and what politicians say versus holding them accountable. That's exactly what you say.
Well,
what are you talking about? It's work all this time.
Well, you know what? It worked for people who not pay attention. You know, if you're paying attention, you realize it's just garbage. It's just complete garbage. What has she done? We never get to our thing yet, you know, Kevin. We not get to our banner yet. I think them with the statement and them put out, you know, because them can't point to one success. Them use generic terms to describe her. The same thing them do for him. Them use generic terms. Them cannot come out and say they did this, and point out specific things that we can verify. And you know why? Because there isn't any. What can you tell me he succeeded at doing, being the national security advisor? What? What can you tell me that he succeeded at doing, at being the police commissioner? In fact, we have the video here where we have to play where he might talk the opposite of where Minister Changa talk about. He must say, we need body cam. And Minister Changa said, no, we don't need body cam. And then we don't hear nothing come out of him. This is not a leader. The ship is rudderless. This ship called Jamaica is rudderless. But we you know,
It's like in a tube. That's a
well,
bullshit.
well, on it rather less enough, but the one thing them can't say about we, you know, the one thing them can't say about we is that we don't have
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica's dancing sensation, Minister Johnson Smith, doing the drift. Let's go. Drift from the UNESCO vote.
We remove that. Them can't say that vote with Kevin. So we don't know if we have fun and or have a good time or dance. Them can't say that. Kuya.
Well,
You can't dance.
All you wanna go to my surprise, you right there.
You better enjoy little cottage in the grill and dance on the beach, because if you ever keep them Cubans there, at this you go there. At this you go there. Forget about come visit your relatives in Atlanta and the other places. You know Atlanta go. You have to stay right there up on the beach. They have to come visit you. You're not coming up here. All of them book. You see the book trip. Them the book the book signing. And, yeah, where my door in Atlanta and elsewhere. Forget about that. And people, you have to think about it. If you never know, say my family in Atlanta, you must know say something not going in Atlanta, because I'm always the Atlanta. Him go school in Atlanta, you know, right? But at a long time, and him keep on a come back Atlanta. Him keep on a come back. Guess what? No Atlanta for him if him keep the Cubans. So I tell him say keep the Cubans them, no, keep them.
You know, Rebel. Enough people don't know say Sophie go Atlanta, you know. You just bust out the man things them with it.
A public record, man. A public record. A public record. The school record is there. The travel history is there. Right? All of the records, all of the records are there. So I know nothing. You can't look and no see it for yourself, people. You can't look and see it. So him now have no. So you see, right now I'm sitting down there and my fiance to himself, sir, right? You know. And they might have a meeting right now, you know. They might have every day. They might have meeting, and it shouldn't be no meeting. Just make a call. Make a call. But hear what she said, though. Hear what she said. We are going to meet with our confab people. Yeah, we're gonna meet and we're gonna this. There's no meeting necessary, because the people them start come out already and say, listen, we keeping the Cubans.
Them never met no meeting with nobody from Jamaica. They got up and they said, hey, here is what it is. Who not like it, go bite it.
Oh,
we said,
George Smith, you make a very good point. You make a very good point. Him say when the PNP come, them have to go withdraw immediately. Here's the point. Here's the point I will make on top of that now. An election will be called within the next, what we know, March, April, May, June, July, August. In the next 6 months, an election will be called, barring, you know, the conditions where you have to suspend. Yeah,
war.
But under normal circumstances, within the next 6 months, you're going to have an election. Now, based on the polls, the PNP will win. So the PNP going withdrawn. Now, tell me something now. In an election year, you going to replace an ambassador in a significant location. You're going to replace that ambassador, knowing full well that you lose the election and that person will be withdrawn. First of all, it's going to take him 6 months for him even find him way around town. It's going to take him that. Right? So, why you send him? This don't make no sense. Why, as much as I wanted to see Ambassador Audrey Marks go, I would much rather have her stay till through the election and then she do a handover to the incoming person. But no, think about this, Kevin. Think about this. Ambassador Audrey Marks, you have to assume that she did a handover with this gentleman coming. She did a handover. It would be crazy not to, right? Whether she did it in Washington or Kingston, she had to do a handover with him. Now him come here now, and 4 months later they have the election and it call and them lose and them have to leave. Who am I going to hand over to? What kind of handover him can do?
Well, that is it. And Larkland.
Kevin, give me a few minutes. Go on talk. People, excuse me for a second. Kevin, go on talk there.
All right. So Larkland, you posted the question that I had in my head. Why the switch? What went down? What had happened that called for this to happen now? And therein lies a big part of our problem. So we have an administration that says, hey, America, this is the person that is representing our country. Here you go. And then here comes a few people on social media blowing up our spot. And they go, hey, America, here's the new person that we have. And in addition to that, this old person is coming back to her motherland to be a senator. Y'all caught that part? The senator part? We haven't touched that yet. Am I jumping ahead? Anybody missed it? So, like Larkland said, this is the question in my head. Why? And Rattigan said it right. Why handing over to this person? What a purpose? At this point, at this stage of the game. Why? And here we go again. We can never see exactly what is going on, what the end game is. Is this yet another smoke screen? Is this a distraction? And so here it is now. We're going to put up this distraction to move away from these other issues. We're going to move away from the 28 bank accounts that have been harping on. These social media platforms have been harping on for months now. We're going to move away from the DPP getting it all wrong. We're going to move away from this most recent thing where we're not addressing the Cuban situation. Phil George says pension for Marks. So hold on. She already have pension. So it is to get a new pension. Explain the pension argument. So so many questions. I personally don't get it, right? And it's probably because I think in simple terms. I have adopted the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Me being the stupid, right? So all I can do is keep things simple. And me looking at it simply says, wait, election, we might lose. Let's play it safe and just keep this one here because we're going to run into problems later on if how it going to look. But I guess the how it going to look is not an issue because of other things happening behind the scenes. Oh yeah, and the SSL, we're adding the smoke screen for the SSL whole issue. There's no way that this is going to add up until we get to the end and put all the pieces together. However, we will continue to ask the questions until we get there. Oh, before I forget, West Clayton, 773-789-7839. Please give me a link. West Clayton, 773-789 Please give me a link. All right. So, let me go to some of the comments here. I did hear that about a bigger pension. The JLP, no, they're not going back in after the election. So, but Okay, so she's going to come back to Jamaica to become a senator to get a bigger pension than she's getting now. Okay. Then we should all be looking to get senator positions in Jamaica. We need to find out if they get a different pension for each post they occupy. All right, so the question is, as ambassador, is she losing, well, as not ambassador, because she, as ambassador, is that pension going to stay, and then she get a second job, and then when that run out, then she get the pension from that one too? Elegance Vlog says it's not for the natural eyes because it's spiritual warfare. Now that takes this to a whole new plane, because if it's spiritual warfare and we're looking at this through natural eyes, let's take that into consideration for a moment. The players that we are seeing then are not really the players, but are used by the players. So if collectively the actions that are being taken are not the kind of action that benefit the masses on a whole, that means that the puppets are being controlled by those looking to see doom and gloom. I don't know of anybody representing light that want to see doom and gloom. I could be wrong. So the spiritual argument makes it even more ugly. Senate seat is likely a cover-up for being pushed out by the United States. Okay, Larkland, fair enough theory. I never asked a question before no, so I never looked at it. And that's not one of the discussions that Ratty and I recently had. I don't know if that was one of the things that he had looked at, because we all know Rattigan don't sleep. Put a chokehold on the individual and call it Blue Dog. Communism, socialism, it's a beautiful movement, no matter what it is called. Okay, Patrick, I understand that not quite understanding that position, maybe because I'm reading it out of context. The Minister Kamina Johnson Smith, what is her position? Foreign Minister? Boom clash? If JLP wins the election, then Andrew Holness remains as leader of the JLP. If JLP loses, he wants to give himself the best chance of remaining leader of the JLP. Okay. But the way how I haven't heard anybody opposing Andrew to take the seat as leader of the JLP. Maybe because my ear is on the side of my head and not on the ground, I'd probably miss it. But who is going up against him? So a senator now currently gets 148,000 Jamaican dollars per sitting. That's 148,000 a year. What my calculator is, how much money that in US? Because I've been in the US for a while, so I don't speak Jamaican currency. Please forgive me. All right, somebody do the maths already. All right, nobody do the maths yet. 148,000 Jamaican dollars, according to the Gleaner. Okay, so 148,000. It's what, 151? Yeah. It's about 950. Really? That not sound too promising. Oh, per sitting. Each time they go to Senate. Okay. I thank you for the clarity. So $980 each time they go to Senate. How often they go to sit at the Senate, in the Senate? Yeah. But I want to make my brain hurt. Why, Rebel? Don't leave me with these people. I ask some questions and them give me back some things here, and I'm gonna say, why? So 980 times 4. They have 4 sitting. Oh, they have 1 sitting per week, every week. Let's do the full maths. Because getting bits and pieces of it, we need to put all the pieces together. Let's go ahead and put the puzzle together. $980 once a week, 4 times a month. How many months a year? How often does the Senate meet in Jamaica? Rebel,
The Senate, they meet once a week. I think they meet on a Friday.
Yeah. For how long?
I don't know. I don't remember, I should say.
All right. So Sylvester did the math and saying is $52,000 a year. $52,000 a year. That not look too bad though. It's an average job. It's a decent job. I have friends that make more than that, but
Kevin, I have come out and come back in. You see what happened?
What happened? Oh, it went out again?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry yourself, man.
If you can pull up the 2 statements made by the government regarding these 2 the 2 incompetents.
Sorry. My finger dropped. Hey, come back, Rebel. Here we go.
Official letters.
Yeah,
you don't see them up there.
Is it which letters now?
Remember the 2 letters, the 2 announcements from the government of Jamaica. One for Ambassador Audrey Marks and one for the gentleman.
Oh, that's a quick ad. But yeah, so 7 million Jamaican dollars a year for 48 days of work.
You see it? See it right there, sir? See one there?
Yeah.
And then the other one.
So that one and not that one.
Well, just mentioned something about Larkland. His best choice of staying in post to appoint senators he knows will support him. Well, the Senate actually just won't really help him more than it can help him right now, because him already have 2/3 vote in the out of the 21. Him already have him 2/3. So, and them going to vote partisan. They're not going to cross the line. So, that is that.
Oh, so there are the 2 letters. One.
All right. I'm gonna bring them over. Hold on a second.
So, here the running questions, Rebel, the unanswered right now. Because my thought was, so why no? If they're going to potentially get voted out, why no? Why make the switch? The same question, basically along the lines of what you were saying, the statement you were making.
All right.
Why?
Yeah, it's for no good reason, because here's what happened. Unless the U.S. government said that they wanted a route, you know what I mean? If they wanted a route and then quietly they reached out to the Jamaican government and said, listen, leave. Because here's one thing I can tell you. Having served overseas, a handover is essential to the success of the office. Because here's what happened. She has contacts, or she should have contacts, that the other people in the office, they wouldn't have that kind of relationship. So what happens is that as the head of the office, she would have to sit down with the incoming person and said, listen, here are the issues regarding Jamaica and the US, and here are the issues affecting the Caribbean and the US, and here are some issues that they're not. Here are some things that are not issues yet. They're emerging. They're not, and then also she'd have to tell them, all right, and list all the players and say, okay, you see this person raise this issue with that person, but that issue that you raise with this person, you can't raise it over here with this other person. And should have to give him the lay of the land. That's how a handover is, where you explain everything to everybody. And then on top of that, here's what you do. You have to take the person and go meet the people them. You have to go lunch and meet and say, this is my replacement, so and so and so and so and so. And you talk up the things. No, if a man just come there for 3-4 months or 2 months, and what kind of handover am I going to do? What kind of handover? And the timing is just bad. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Because remember, now we know, he was supposed to come here before they put him in charge of this disaster, whatever, management review community. He was supposed to, disaster risk management review committee. He was supposed to come before they put him in charge of that.
That's just a glorified title to look at. Yeah. So possibly look at disasters and do nothing.
Also that he wasn't coming, and then she stayed. So something went wrong for him to just suddenly, and then guess what? It's an immediate thing. Normally when these things are going to happen, the announcement is made and you have at least a month, 2 months or so, because one person has to pack out, and then they have to come and clean up the room where the person is going to live, do all of that stuff. They have to do all these things, take time. So they don't just say, you're coming right now and then you come. That's not the way it works. And then you have to put him in TDY quarters. No.
Well, all right. So no, Larkland, I can, along those lines, if you understand how Trump operates, it's likely he pushed her out to put Jamaica under pressure. No, the Jamaica under pressure part is consistent with the Cuba issue, with the way how he feels about China being in Jamaica. I can understand and see how it can work that way. Like a little bit more pressure on Jamaica. We know the kind of ties that Jamaicans have with the United States. So a little bit more pressure. Squeeze the testes a little harder.
Right.
That I can definitely understand.
Bellringer asks, is there a handover when there's a change of government? There is supposed to be, Bellringer. There is supposed to be a handover, because a handover is not about a party, it's about a government. Right? And so I understand some people might be thinking, yeah, well, if them party lose, then them have no interest in making sure that this thing works. But diplomatically, that's the way it's supposed to work. Because here's the other thing now. If you never want to do it, guess what happened now? Host country government look on you like on stooges. The US government would look and say, well, wait, Ambassador Marks gone. With the person she's supposed to introduce us to. I mean, they know the person is coming in because you have to send a cable announcing that the person is coming, because guess what? America can say we don't want him. Host country government can refuse an incoming diplomat anywhere in the world. Jamaica can refuse if them send somebody with Jamaica, like Jamaica can say no, we don't want him here. They won't do it, but that's a right that every country has. You don't have to take the person that the embassy is sending, or the foreign government is sending. You don't have to accept that person in your country. You can say no, I don't want that person. So they send a cable, and the cable says, Mr. Kevin Stew is coming to replace Ambassador Audrey Marks, and here are his details. Just like this. It's the details, yeah. Look on this, people. Look on this. We're going to expose the nonsense what them are going with. Senator the Honorable Commissioner Johnson Smith. See that first line? Let me just say you should be ashamed to put this thing out. So Jim say announce the appointment of Major General, blah, 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 blah. Ambassador designate. Now look at this. Look what you put in a quote. We are very pleased that he will assume his role at a time when Jamaica looks to strengthen its security partnership. So wait, Jamaica never looked for strengthening it before. Words mean something, people. The American government, they're looking at this. Look at these nincompoops. Words mean something. What do you mean when we'll assume his role at a time when Jamaica looks to strengthen its security partnership, as if we weren't looking to do that before? Big problem. His leadership and expertise will also be critical in advancing Jamaica's wider priorities. Like what? We don't know. Fostering deeper collaboration with the U.S. while engaging strategically with the Organization of American States, OAS. He will build, listen to this, he will build on the strong foundation laid by Ambassador Audrey Marks, whose service has been instrumental in advancing our bilateral agenda. How about the thing called travel advisory? Want to know about that? Want to know about that? Tell me what she do for bring development to Jamaica from America. Tell me what she do. And not only that, tell me what she could have done. Tell me that all the opportunities were passed by. We should never cease. Tell me about them there, because guess what happened? You don't need me to go there and start dig. We not for dig, for just look through the stuff and see. Because I guarantee you, if you go to the Library of Congress and you start look at the bills, all of the bills, and then you look and see where she advanced, you won't see anything. All of the bills when them are passed in the Congress will affect the Caribbean, and look at what role she will play with them there. Now look at this. Listen to this. Major General Anderson brings decades of experience. Them are big up, you know. Major General. You notice them not put police commissioner, our former police commissioner, our head of with him disaster risk management. Them
part to get left out.
Major General Anderson, as if to say Major General in the JDF means anything to the U.S. government. It don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing.
I'm on a Major General. What do you mean? I'm on a General.
Yeah. So put Major General Anderson brings decades of experience in defense, security, and strategic leadership. Make we ask the Jamaican people about that. Only believe that in bring decades of, well, in bring it where we don't know about the experience, but how did his experience in defense, security, and strategic leadership benefit Jamaica? Not one bit. He previously served as Chief of Defense before becoming Jamaica's first national security advisor, where he played a critical role in shaping national security policy and international cooperation. Well, talking about international cooperation, Mr. Anderson, please tell us what happened to the Dons, the name of the Dons that you brought and you shared with the FBI and U.S. federal law enforcement in Washington, D.C. a few years ago. Please tell us about that. Please tell us about the cooperation and how it has helped in any way, shape, or form. Look what I'm doing now. As Commissioner of Police, he spearheaded modernization efforts in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, advancing technology integration and organizational reform to enhance public safety and law enforcement. People, me I tell you now, you don't have to be critical thinkers around here, because all of this, you know what they say? Gobbly, 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 gook. It means absolutely nothing. It's a string of words. It means nothing. This thing about he spearheaded modernization efforts in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, advancing technology integration and technology integration. What effort? To the body camera, one to the body camera, them, one to the vehicles, one to the plane, one to the ambulance, them, one to all of them things to enhance public safety. If you notice, it not say he succeeded. It not say he succeeded. That's something that people don't have to look for them key terms. Yeah, it should have said he succeeded in modernizing the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He succeeded in advancing technology integration and organization. It just said that. It just said he spearheaded. Spearheaded. You can't spearhead a failure, you know. I wonder if you know this.
Hold on. When was the last time you prepared a resume?
A long time now.
Okay. That is why you have this opinion. The idea is to sell. You're a salesman. You need to sell. So here is the sale. Here's the pitch. I'm going to spearhead these advancements or what?
But Kevin, the
Yeah.
government, he must admit this. The government where I read this, where I come to, are the same government who teach me for read and look on things them way, you know. Are the same government. So them when them say this no mean
Here we go again. Another problem. Rebel.
Yeah.
You were taught how to identify fluff.
Okay.
They were taught how to write fluff, hoping that it is not identified. Glorified talkers with elaborate words.
I agree. No Lady J love, I never hear that. But I'll check it out. But you see what happened? What is supposed to say, writer says that he succeeded. Because that is what we are looking for, success. That's what we want to see how him succeed. He just say he spearheaded. Spearheaded, you know me, spearheaded, you know, spearheaded can mean you start it and it flow and fail. You start it and it stall. It can mean anything. But here's one thing though. If you succeeded in doing it, you would have put the word succeeded. If you succeeded, you want to highlight your success, you would have put the word succeeded. Okay. You feel like this. And look what them put again. Anderson's appointment. And by the way, you go again, them people who write them things are fool, you know. You don't start out calling the man Major General Anderson, and then you go call him by him last name, Andy. And look at them put another paragraph. Them start look on the paragraph, the Major at the top of the screen. Major General Anderson. Then look at the paragraph below. Anderson's appointment. It just a Major General Anderson's appointment. You continue with it.
The Major Generals.
Yeah. Or they could have said his, you know, but them say Anderson's appointment reflects Jamaica's broader diplomatic approach, which emphasizes experienced leadership in key ambassadorial roles. Come on, people. Minister, believe me, I lose half of you. Oh, you can't sign out something like this. Listen to this. With a strong background in regional security coordination. Oh, so them going back here. So now, Major General Anderson has facilitated joint security initiatives across the Caribbean, advising governments on national security frameworks and leading multinational security operations. Advising. Well, on there. Well, no Jamaica, I'm supposed to clean up. I'm supposed to clean up. But Mr. Same gone all over the Caribbean now. How you feel in Jamaica? How you feel at home when you're gone abroad? And then leading multinational security operations.
Was successful too? Was the Caribbean successful? Did that get off the ground? Did anything happen out there?
As facilitated joy. But want to say the word success. Want to say words that indicate that he was successful in doing this. Not that him do it. Because you see what I'm saying, with a strong background in regional security court, Major General Anderson has facilitated joint security initiatives across the Caribbean. You know what that could be? That could be a conference call. That could be a Zoom meeting where them sit down and the other police commissioners them talk about things and blah 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 blah. That could be it. And him say, oh, I facilitated it. It could be one of them things where Jamaica chaired the meeting. And him say, okay, I did that. No, man. And look at this. Major General Anderson is expected to take up his post in Washington, D.C. imminently. Like yesterday or whenever. This is not how it's done, people. You have to have a proper handover. And this is not a proper handover. Let me see the next one, Kevin. Next one. All right. Let me have it down. All right. The appointment of Ambassador Audrey Marks to the Senate. She brings a wealth of experience in diplomacy. No, she does not. Business, yes. Public service, if you mean just seen in the public, yes. But if you mean performing your duties, no. She said, Ambassador Marks has distinct honor of being Jamaica's first female ambassador to the USA and the only individual to have served in this role 3 times across 2 different administrations. First of all, the distinct honor of being Jamaica's first female ambassador. This is the gender thing now, they are playing over now. Right? They are playing the gender thing here right now. And then 3 times. And she asks, and look what she do. She asks the diaspora, please, wanna help me. Wanna write the State Department and see if them can lower the travel advisory, because me can't do it, because me invite them come to my office and I don't even want to tell you no way now they're happening at the office, people. I don't even want to tell you. Because my State Department contacts tell me what she do. What happened. But make that go on. But she served 3 times to serve in the role. And this is all she can show feet. 3 times a failure, and then she gone. And then we have a bigger failure.
What do you mean?
Eh?
3 strikes and you're out.
Well, apparently that's it. Look at this. Her extensive experience in strengthening Jamaica-USA bilateral relations and advocating for Jamaica's interests at the OAS will be invaluable in her contributions to national policy and legislative development. People, they're telling her again, string of pearls. Just beautiful words. And when you start to examine them, they mean absolutely nothing. Go back and look at what she's done at the OAS. It amounts to nothing. Nothing. And them say beyond her diplomatic achievements. Up to now, we don't know what it is, you know. Them just say her contribution was invaluable to national policy and legislative development. Nonsense. Beyond her diplomatic achievements, she has an exemplary record as an entrepreneur. We're not complaining about that. And business leader. We give her our props. PM Master was a success. Yes. You know, as the founder of PM Master, she revolutionized Jamaica financial sector on the first internet. Her success in business included and has earned her numerous awards. We're not arguing with that.
So no Ministry of Finance she need to go.
Yeah. Her distinguished career includes serving on over 20 national and international boards, as well as become the first female president of the American Chamber of Commerce of Jamaica. We're not arguing with that. We are talking about our career as a diplomat. It was woefully inadequate and a complete failure. A complete failure. Let me tell you how this lady function now. This lady function by networking. She tried to meet the right people to get things done for her, right? I met this lady in 2016. And this lady asked me to help her write a crime plan right outside of the door of the hall where they did have the meeting, the town hall meeting. She asked me. But I tell you what happened. If a crime plan come up and lick her in her head, she wouldn't know it. She wouldn't know it. She'd have probably says a UFO. She don't know it. These are the people that were put in positions of authority, positions of leadership. And because we say that they are leaders, people accept that they're leaders. They're not leaders. Look beyond the hype. Look beyond the hype. She's now in the Senate, and I'm telling you, let's see what kind of contribution she's going to make, because she certainly didn't make any contributions here. I'm not the only person happy to see her go, but at the same time, it's a bittersweet feeling, because you know why? Although she was a failure, the person replacing her is worse. I mean, she did not galvanize the diaspora. She created divisions in the diaspora. OT, what about Alcian Wilson, Roach? That lady should go. That lady should go. She has no business being up here in New York. She doesn't know what she's doing. If Kevin could I just find the picture with her dance to coming from the country with my bag of Cali, buck up on a DC.
Oh,
me. Don't you know you, man? If Kevin can't find that tune there.
Don't challenge me, right? God.
I'm not challenge you. I see me a challenge. I know you. I know you, Kevin. I see me a challenge. She up there. I collect money and I carry on and I go on. And she not doing that thing, people. Me, you should tell Cliff Hughes the other day about she's in charge of 30-something states or 20-something, whatever the number is. She never know the capital of them the place. She not. Listen.
Challenge me, you know.
On the plane of the world, and she's in the building. I have to play her song. Stretch, can you play the song to the CG for me, please? This one for the CG.
Coming from the country with my bag of Cali, I woke up on a DC. In what people me. Don't you run now, you man. You won't get away. If you slip, you will die.
Kevin at the best. I see that dancey, CG. Don't have a clue what she's doing. No clue. Instead of she sit down there and talk to Pika and make the people them get them passport in our time, the fashion show about she dance a pen relay. Oh my goodness. You know, these are the people that we have caused to be appointed because we vote for our government who put them people in them place there. And it's just a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. I forget about Tarno, Kevin, when we say we have rhythm and we can dance and now we play my favorite minister. We should have played she right after, but better late than
a bunch of them. A bunch of them can play.
Hey, watch out. We're supposed to get I wonder what I'm tired. But we have. Hold on, let me just take a look and see if we hear from Jeanette Calder. Hold on. Jeanette. No, the last thing she said, she's coming. And she's supposed to come at 7.
Miss Curiosity Kid says, Ratigan, you are living in a fool's paradise. You really expect too much of this government. You know,
No.
I don't think the expectation is too high.
No. Here's what happened. Is the Miss Curiosity Kid? No, it's not that I expect them to do it, right? It's just how blatant it's not being done. You know what I mean? And then them come out with a beautiful string of words and them tell you all kind of foolishness. So my job around here is to let people understand that when you read these things, think. If you don't know, think and ask the logical questions. Because if you look at it and you just think, logic will kick in. Trust me, I think innately, we are logical beings. Innately. Most of us. If you just think about it, right? Who's this person here? Hold on, let me get rid of this person here.
Wait, who that get axed?
Yeah, we just ban some people. Yeah. We don't fool around here, because here's what happened now. What I say to people, is that you must come and tell me I'm wrong and show me when I'm wrong. Don't come and make like personal attacks and things like that. That's not kindly. That's not.
I missed that one.
What's this?
I did miss that one.
Oh, some just say me can't bother with you behave yourself. What are your drawback for dancer girl? Hey, you see it there? For dancer girl, I mean, dancer girl gets sued for non-payment of rent. Man, don't know that. Dancer girl gets sued for that. She and her husband. So I saw the thing said. Sit down and Ratigan said, one, my sister waiting on her Jamaican passport. This is what me I talk about, Kevin. This is what me I talk about.
Hold on, what? How long?
Marlon Jones said over 1 year her sister wait on her Jamaican passport because Pika can't get them act together and Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade can't get them act together. This is unsatisfactory. This is what me I talk about, people. This is what me I talk about. Oh, that was a 36 gun salute. You remember that, Ivory? Yeah, he can't count. The police them can't count. Oh, them say that's why she's going to hiding after me dig up our file. Elegance blogs. Yeah, but why? Hold on, let me go back into this. I'll go back into this because Kevin, them people are them just set me off the wrong way, man. Because you're right. Listen to this, people. Listen to this.
Margarita Allen said somebody passport gets into her instead of hers.
Yeah, that is the type of thing that look. It's one thing if they make a fool in front of their colleagues, because they're serving in America, but they're serving in America alongside 100 and almost 200 countries or whatever the number is these days, right? They have their colleagues. It's one thing for them to act foolish and for people to have a negative perception about Jamaica as a result of them. Some people will have a negative perception of them, not the country, Jamaica. But it's another thing when you pay your money to get your passport and you wait over a year and you can't get it. That is not. Anyway, what on the Kevin? I'm just sure this.
We don't believe in tricking the people of the country. That's the declaration of Prime Minister Andrew Holness today in a warning to people behind social media accounts who he says are spreading fake news about his administration. The Prime Minister was speaking today at the launch of this year's Labour Day activities at his Devon Road office in St. Andrew.
Those people who are making the fake TikTok videos and feeding it to unsuspecting people who don't understand it. Every morning somebody called me, sending me a TikTok video or a YouTube video. What about that? And I say it's nonsense. And I give them the counterfact. We can do that too, you know. But that's not what we do. We don't believe in tricking the people of the country. No matter how much YouTube and TikTok negative video they're going to make, the facts are that this government that I lead has made the changes that is resulting
in my 28 bank accounts.
Correct.
That is what it is doing. It's resulted in my 28 bank accounts, so don't leave me alone. No, where is it here? Somebody mentioned Barrington. The Senate, they don't have to deal with the Prime Minister's wife is the Speaker of the House, and the ambassador is going to the Senate. So she will be responding to the President of the Senate, who is Mr. Tavares, Mr. Tom Tavares Finson. That's who she'll be. She won't. The Prime Minister's wife won't have anything over her. So that's that. Somebody else said something here. Aldrin, I've been calling the CG office in Miami for more than a month and leave messages and no response to this day. Kevin, you're down in that neck. What's going on there, Kevin? Can I ask you?
Who said what now? Who said what now?
Aldrin Watson said, I've been calling the CG office in Miami for more than a month and leave messages and no response till this day. No. CG, me know you're watching now. Me know you're watching. And by the way, CG, I'm a brethren, you know. I just want the government to know that as a CG, I'm a brethren. We don't want to take it out on him. Because when I met the man now, we want to talk to me no more. Right? But CG, all joking aside, Aldrin says she's been calling the office for more than a month and she has left messages and no response till this day. CG, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to call him right now. Hold on.
Jeez, correct. You know, just send him a message. Send him a message. Send him a message.
Hold on there.
Send him a message. All right.
What? Where I'm again, Kevin? When first name again?
Oliver.
You can't tell me, man. A public knowledge. Them can't look and see.
Oliver.
Hold on. Yeah, call me up. So much number now, so. All right, I'm not calling right now. No.
Hey, wait a minute. Jeez, I'm great.
No, because people I forget them service, man. Them I forget service. And maybe him never know about it.
Probably don't know.
Yeah. CJ. Listen, me up on my life, and right now we have a lady here. She said that she's been calling your office for more than a month, and she's left messages and no response till this day. Her name is Audrey Watson. Can you look into it for me, please, sir? Yeah. All right. Right. I know. But she actually left a message, you know. She just didn't call. She left messages. But I'll get her number. All right, no problem. Take care of yourself. All right, bye-bye. All right. Miss Aldrin, if you can give a number or email where you can afford to put out to the public, the CG said that he will call you personally.
Hold on. Aldrin, 773. I'm going to put my number flash across the screen for you. Send the information to me. Let me pass it on.
And Kevin will pass it on.
Please.
And Aldrin, he gave me his personal assurance. He said that he will call you personally. He said, look, He said, I'm not making up excuses, but we get thousands of calls, and I can't monitor all of them, which is exactly what we're saying. Maybe him don't know about it. So he said, please tell her to send me her number, and I will personally call her on Monday. So, all right. Hold on. Send me a message now, so we're gonna start losing and we'll call all of them people.
Yeah. It's the way it's the way to. I'll read this number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. 773-789. Still, send me the information. Just send me the information.
All right. So make us
CG. I tried to do a different way.
No, the CG, I'm a virgin. Hold on, let me make them know. Say, you said the CG, me not talk. You said the CG in New York. If you don't want something done, you know, only just give me the task, you know. Make me be in the water, boy. Me will call and deal with it, right? If you want something done in Texas and Houston, only call me. I will deal with it. Only want something done in California, only call me. I will take care of all of the problems them have, right? So if you have problems in Jamaica, only call me. I will deal with it. Send it to Kevin number. Wanna bombard him? Just send everything to Kevin number. Kevin number it just up on the screen. So Aldrin, you're welcome. And Aldrin, if you not get where you desire out of this, it not go that way. He will take care of you.
He will take care of you.
He will take care of you, because I'm telling you, all of you, that CG down in Miami should be the ambassador, because that CG is
this one put his work.
He does what he's supposed to do and more. I mean, I've seen him in action. Look at Anthony Gino, what him is call me and Mark Lefebvre.
So, but in fact, the work that CG Mayor has put in over the years, and that he's been here in the southern United States, because it's not just Florida that he is the Consul General for, it's the 13 southernmost United States in the US. So he travels a lot. He is very involved. And last week there was an album launch in Sunrise, and he was awarded for his input and his contribution to the community. Just this past week. That's why I wasn't here. It's the same event that I missed.
Right.
My broadcast for last week. He was there. And so you want rent with the help with your rent, Keisha? You say you're gonna call me, we're gonna move in with me? But no. Oh, I'm gonna help you. Rebel. Hey, why you switch your thing, Bridget? Rebel, I hide from one of people. Oh.
Kevin Deal don't know.
All right, so
Andrea want a Homer.
I must be a Homer. Is that type what you make?
No. People believe me, the CG down in Miami, big props to him. The man is a hard worker. And believe me, when they were saying that they were going to send people home when they had the same-sex couple issue down in Jamaica, I felt for the people of Florida, because they truly love this man. This man is a people person.
Yes.
He's talented, he's bright, he's witty. The man, he knows how to do the job, and he does it very, very well.
Yes.
Unlike other people.
I think he would make an excellent. He would make an excellent ambassador. I really believe he would make an excellent ambassador.
I believe so too.